In just 2 short weeks, Grindhard Plumbing Co. will be here in the shop. We plan to build a body with them for the hunting cart, and it still needs sorted out. In this video, we'll be working on the throttle and also continuing the Porsche 928 Widebody commission. So get ready, this is going to be a big one. Okay, so we presented this to the customer. We liked it, we wanted to make some tweaks, and mainly having to do with the light assembly right here. The idea is to squish this down skinnier, add some angle detail features here, and kind of make it more cohesive because we all agree we don't like this. So let's just get to it. It's like, we can rebuild him. We do have the technology. .3D printed these bad boys. See if they work or not. I'm gonna smooth this out. That's satisfying. On that tape line. I went a little deep with that one, as you can see. I might need to pack that back in.
It was just too fun.
It was just too fun. I went a little too far. I just hold on Control Z, Control Z. So what I'm doing today with the Creality CR Scan 01, this is not sponsored right now, by the way, I'm just letting you know because you're going to ask in the comments, is we're scanning the hunting cart. I'm just trying to get a rough scan so that we can model a buck for everybody. If you know what a buck is, you can go back to previous videos where I explained it, but basically it's a guide for the metal shaping because Grindhard Plumbing Co. will be here in 2 weeks when this video comes out. And I need to have some wood buck forms that are going to sit on this so we can, you know, lay the metal and whatnot. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting rough scans just so I can get locations of like the high points I know I need to clear. And then, you know, we'll get it cut out with our Goliath CNC robot, which again, we have another video on that on our channel if you go back and look at that as well. But the scanner, they just released new software for it. It is so much better, but I'm still trying to get the kinks out of it. And this scanner is also not meant for like a large scale scanning, it's meant for smaller areas. So what I'm doing is I'm stitching together scans. Like I have this rough scan right now that, this is an unprocessed scan. I'm gonna just get the 4 corners and then overlay them on top of each other so I can get the dimensions, and then we're good to go. I have the high points I need. It's quick and dirty is what it is. You know what? I think now's the time to try out that technique that some random person DM'd me about. Said they were a professional automotive clay sculptor. So I feel like they're way more qualified to do this than I am. So I should do what they say, right? He said to take a V-shaped file and make little notches in the rake. I mean, it makes sense, so I'm gonna try it. Just like that, just little tiny notches. The photo was like, I think this much apart maybe? Well, it makes lots of lines. But I think the idea is to use the notch side to level. I mean, yeah, it chews up the surface, but it's definitely leveling much smoother than it was before. Look at that. Oh, I'm just gonna lay down here for a little bit. That was way more effort than it should have been.
Ryan, look what I found.
Ooh.
Hydraulic throttle.
Hydraulic throttle.
This will be a lot easier than what we were doing with the clutch cable.
Yeah, for real. I was kind of dreading doing the accelerator pedal with the typical cable, but given that we have a much shorter distance now on the vehicle, so
yeah,
that should work much better.
Yep. People are like looking at this and they're thinking, I thought these guys were just building this out of stuff they had laying around on shelves. And we have this laying around on the shelf.
Dude, we have the tape to prove it.
Yeah.
944 race car.
Yep. And people are like, must be nice having that stuff laying around when you're doing a project like this. And yes, yes it is. This gives us an adjustment in the length. We just have to be able to mount this to the engine. And this will go on our bell crank on the throttle. And then we can just kind of mount this wherever we want. And the hydraulic fluid takes care of the rest.
gonna have to bleed this just like you would a clutch or a brake pedal. But it's its own contained system, just one line and look at the little baby reservoir. I think the way this works is you just add a little bit in there, open the valve, pump it a bunch, and keep adding more in until it's no longer airbound. Now we got Throttle. All right, we got all this work done. Tony has not seen the car since the last video, basically, so you should probably go get him. You're looking at me kind of funny. Is he behind me? So what do you think? Is this? I don't want to influence any of your thoughts on this, so I'm not going to tell you why I did what. So just
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was a little concerned since we were moving it down off of the plane of the original wing where it was up over the glass that it might be an issue, but I don't think it is. I like that. You know, I think maybe we'll want to come back, make it a little bit bigger towards the back.
Yeah, stretch it backwards. Yeah, I agree. That's something I was talking. You keep talking. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Okay. All right. So that I think when we do that, then that'll allow this shape. I think this shape's a little vertical, but that will take care of that. Maybe this looks like it might have a little convexity. I think we might want a little concavity though.
You want concavity?
I think maybe.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
I was on the fence with that too.
Right, yeah.
I didn't carve it out because I wanted to see it this way first.
I mean, I think my inclination is towards concavity on this side.
Are we doing this again this video? Are we doing the whole concavity, convexity thing?
No, that's as far as we take it.
So that's the rear end. Again, it's not the final product by any means. So if you hate it, don't leave. Please stay. And then the front end, we did. You said you already saw the sketch. I pretty much mirrored the sketch exactly. So
I think we're moving the right way. I wouldn't do anything else with the clay and start working on the grill. Start working on the grill and to kind of bring it all together, and then maybe some tweaks. But I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you like seeing two projects in one video.
You're like pointing at me like I'm the project.
Sometimes you are.
It's true.
But we're experimenting and trying to bring you the most variety and value for each video. So yeah, we want to hear what you have to say.
Speaking of two projects in one video, the 914 hunting cart, we got the hydraulic throttle working. Now there's more things that need to be done, like the hydraulic line is excessively long, but we didn't want to trim it before we figured out all that stuff, and now we have to go through the whole bleeding process all over again.
Yeah, we'll get that all dialed in, get some real brakes on the car, or any kind of brakes on the car.
We don't need brakes.
Axles so it'll move. Get this thing ready so that when the grind hard guys come, we can put a body on it and rip around.
Yeah, cyclones. We're doing cyclones with this thing as soon as it drives. Get that sorted, and then on the 928, obviously there's more design work to be done with the clay. We're gonna probably not touch this as much right yet, but we're doing slats up front. The rear end, we're gonna adjust the wing, probably like we talked about. We'll talk with the client as well, see what his thoughts are where we're at right now. And make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. I know you hate hearing that, but if you turn on notifications as well, you won't miss any of our videos we put out. Every Saturday we put out a new video, and like I said, we're experimenting with having two projects in one video to get the whole package. Anyway, see you guys next Saturday.
Thanks.